Battlefield 6 is just about to launch, but there's some major things that you need to know to be able to crush your competition from day one. So after all the epic hype from the playtest this summer, let's dive into what you need to know. First, let's talk about the maps and how you can prepare. The beta maps were smaller and more funneled than what Battlefield veterans were used to. Most maps had wide corridors with limited flanking opportunities, and that becomes a problem because Battlefield has always been about freedom. The community this time was very vocal about this. As we'd come to expect now with the Battlefield devs, they have listened and they are bringing back broader, larger maps, so you're actually going to have more room than in beta. We'll know for sure on October 10th, but it's great to see that they're following up with the community. Then next up, the class system is back, so if you like that from previous versions, they're bringing it back where you can choose from 4 classes this time: Assault, Engineer, Support, and Recon. Assault is your frontline fighter. You've got enhanced mobility, the ability to carry an extra primary weapon. Engineer is your anti-vehicle specialist. You're carrying rocket launchers, repair tools, and you have the ability to auto-repair any vehicle you're piloting. Support is where things get interesting because it's a hybrid role now. Support handles both medic duties and ammo distribution, so you can drop ammo crates and also do revives quick. Recon is that classic scout and sniper class who can mark targets, call out enemy positions, and also pick off enemies from a distance. It'll be nice to see that classes actually matter again in squad competition, because in 2042, the specialist system kind of let everyone just do anything. So it's going to be great to see that actual teamwork dynamic come back. Then we have the drag and revive system. When a teammate goes down, anyone in your squad can now drag their body to safety before reviving them. You're not locked to reviving them into right where they dropped anymore, so you can actually do some strategic gameplay. Support class players can revive faster. They even have a quick tap revive that gets allies up with 50% health. You'll also have the option to hold it down and revive with 100% health, but what's nice about this feature, if there's a bunch of downed enemies in your area, you can pop them all up really quickly. Then there's also a tactical layer to this, as your team loses a ticket when you bleed out and get to the respawn screen. If your team runs out of tickets, you lose the match, so getting revives whenever possible is also important for that score. The only time you should skip revive is if you're just in a completely hopeless situation. The next thing to master here is your weapon bloom. So if you're using weapons, especially like LMGs and assault rifles, after just a few bullets firing, the bloom starts, and the longer you hold, your spread goes everywhere. So you need to find out what is the best for your weapon and get practicing on that so you can do short burst fires and take down your enemy a lot faster. And as you'd expect, of course, standing still, crouching, or going prone will dramatically tighten that spread. But it is nice to see now, because in games like Call of Duty, this is a lot less noticeable, so if you're used to that one, you might need to retrain your brain a bit. And the last tip here, before you jump into the action, is take advantage of auto-spotting. The Recon class can auto-spot enemies in Battlefield 6. It's been a rather controversial feature so far, because there has been instances where your screen just fills up with red markers in a crowded match. Whenever Recons aim at an enemy, a red dot appears over their head, and it makes identifying them so much easier. So this is another standout class for teamwork, where you could randomly aim at a bush and tag an enemy that your friends simply just can't see. Now, some of the community members have brought up that this does take away from some of the stealth in the game, so it might be nerfed in the future, but while it exists, it's important to take advantage of it. From there though, that's the end of this short and sweet recap. We can't wait to hit Battlefield 6 in just a couple days, and in the meantime, if you're looking for more games to check out and more videos to watch, we've got a ton on our YouTube library that we invite you to check out, as well as a full game discovery platform at fungible.games.